Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are kicking off our coverage of NFL preseason week 2 with a brand new guest, a handicapper named Justin Bat. He calls himself the Batman, and he's based in Canada. His website is called Illuminatisports.ca, and he's going to preview a handful of preseason week 2 games list. Justin Bat, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Peter. This is my first week covering the NFL, but I know it will be the first of many to come.
I mean, you have that's a pretty daring website name to have there, right? Illuminatisports.ca. Are you Illuminati, bro?
No, I'm not Illuminati,
okay.
But you know what? I have to say that we do win more often than we lose.
Oh, okay. Well,
and we have more satisfied clients.
There you go. You said the magic words. That's all we need to hear. All right. I'm excited to have you on here. And again, your name is Justin Bat. Call yourself the Batman. And Illuminatisports.ca. Before we get into Philadelphia and New England, which is the first game we're going to preview with you, tell us a little bit about Illuminatisports.ca and who you are.
Well, we give sports handicapping advice to clients who are uncertain on which side to take. We have had absolutely zero customer complaints. We've been open since 2012, and we cover a variety of sports ranging from NFL all the way to NCAA basketball, NHL, football, and that's including soccer. We also do UFC, so we cover a broad spectrum of sports.
All right, Justin Bat. First game we're going to discuss here is Philly and New England. And, this one, New England is a 3-point favorite. Total's very high as expected for a Philly game, 46.5. And Philly, lost to Chicago in week 1 of the preseason high-scoring game. And the Pats got blown out in week 1. Tom Brady didn't play. Philly, their quarterbacks seem to be playing well. Nick Foles didn't play as well, though. Will he bounce back here? I'm not exactly sure how much Brady will play. I haven't seen any reports yet. But Justin Bat from Illuminatisports.ca, what's your take on this game?
Well, before we even take a look at this game, social media blew up last week with Eagles cornerback Kerry Williams addressing to the media that he refused to practice with quote-unquote cheaters. Williams went on to state that the Patriots have not won a Super Bowl since they got caught. There are also rumors swirling around that Ryan Mallett, a.k.a. the New England backup, is being showcased for trading purposes. These storylines have interesting dynamics to them, but I believe it won't affect the Patriots and Eagles in terms of their game plan. Taking a quick look back at last week, the Eagles had no problem putting up points against the Bears. Like you said, Peter, despite Nick Foles' early struggles throwing 2 picks, Mark Sanchez went 7 for 10, passed for 79 yards, and G.J. Kinney followed up with a solid performance going 8 for 10, yielding 88 yards. However, throwing up all this offense came with a marginal performance on the defensive side. The Eagles could not slow down a middle-of-the-pack offensive Bears squad, which is concerning, especially with a lot of corner exploitation and temporary lapses in the secondary. On the other side of the ball, New England looked atrocious in their preseason debut against a new-look Washington Redskins team on both sides of the field. The most concerning stat was Ryan Mallett and his ability to find a rhythm, only going 5 for 12. Third stringer Jimmy Garoppolo had a decent showing going 9 for 13. However, this stat is very deceptive since it only amounted to an irrelevant fourth-quarter touchdown. They also coughed up the ball on 2 fumbles and got outpossessed by a 2-1 margin. But when it rains, it pours. Backing that lackluster offensive performance, the Patriots also got shelled on defense as well, allowing 26 first downs and a 50% conversion efficiency on third down for the Redskins.
All right, well, that's a very, very thorough analysis there, Justin Bat. I can tell from your delivery you're reading from the notes, right? From your notes.
That's correct.
That's okay, though. That's totally fine. All we care about here is A, good information, no matter how it's delivered, and B, of course, winning picks. So do you have a pick for this game? New England -3 and totals 46.5.
Well, I still have a few more things to go over with you, Peter.
Oh, hey, go for it. Go for it. Sure.
Well, I'm a firm believer that Chip Kelly has given Eagles fans something to cheer for, and with Nick Foles and his incredible passer rating of almost 120 from last season, who can blame them? I think we could be seeing some early fireworks in Foxborough on the scoreboard for both sides. I expect Tom Brady to get a few series in with a slight chance of completing the first quarter. Same with Nick Foles, respectively. I also expect Stephen Ridley to get a few more carries, but a bulk of the snaps will be done by Shane Vereen and the depth chart beyond him. On the other side, the Eagles really exercised the whole roster in week 1 of the preseason. For this week, maybe a slight trimming of that, but it will likely be similar. We We may also see a little hint of LaShawn McCoy, but bettors shouldn't expect him to play a pivotal role. Here's a few stats that I've dug up as well. The Patriots have only played one more team than the Eagles in the preseason, and that is the New York Giants, having a preseason record of 45-38 since Robert Kraft purchased the team. Bill Belichick's teams have been 500 or above in 16 of his 19 previous preseasons as head coach. Surrounding all these stats lies the uncertainty and status of Ryan Mallett, who has missed 3 consecutive practices with an undisclosed injury. This is making me wonder if he sees any playing time at all. But the Patriots certainly aren't going to wear Brady down this early in the season, and we are likely to see the Eagles roll maybe 3 or 4 quarterbacks again. So we're likely to see some playing time from Kyle Arrington and Patrick Chung as well, which will boost New England's defense. Now we can talk the line.
Okay, now we can talk that. A very thorough analysis. Sounds like you're leaning towards Philly +3, which would be my lean. I'm just not exactly sure if I'm leaning strong enough to want to bet it, but maybe you would recommend a bet on Philly?
You know what, Peter? If I had to pick a side, I think the Eagles look like a solid pick at +3. But if I were a sports bettor, I'd look at the value in the total for the under 46.5 at most sports books.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes me a little bit nervous because the Phillies preseason total in week 1 was unusually high, and people were a little bit wondering why that was. And of course, that game wound up going way over. So, I mean, Philly totals in general in the regular season are a little bit tricky, and in the preseason, it's kind of doubly tricky. So, I'm kind of like automatically staying away from all Philly preseason totals, but that doesn't necessarily mean there's not value there. So you think that the under 46.5 has some value?
Absolutely, Peter. I think Bill Belichick really needs to clean his act up in the team in terms of allowing all these points going up on the board. Philadelphia did a really lousy job against the Bears as well last week. I think both are going to tighten up defensively. It's going to probably be a higher scoring first half, followed by a cool down and moderated second one if all goes as planned.
All right, we've certainly done thorough research, which is the key to success in handicapping NFL preseason. Under 46.5 is the recommended play from Justin Batt from IlluminatiSports.ca. And my lean would be Philadelphia, but I'm not sure yet if I'm going to bet that. Thanks so much, Justin Batt.